Hey y'all, and happy Friday! And welcome to a brand new episode of the Black History Challenge. What is poppin', you guys? Hey yo! Just in case you guys didn't hear me, what is poppin'? Happy Friday! Welcome to a brand new episode of the Black History Challenge. I am so sorry, you guys. I am late. You will never believe the sort of drama that's been going on behind the scenes, okay? You will never believe the sort of including technical difficulties, as you can see. But what is popping, you guys? Happy Friday. Yes, this is episode number 6. We are going to be painting Josephine Baker, a Black icon. She was very popular during the roaring 30s, 20s, and all of that jazz. And she was an actress, dancer, and entertainer extraordinaire. She actually entertained well into her 70s, you guys, well into her 70s. And a major league activist on the scene, civil rights activist before the whole civil rights movement. So yeah, we're gonna be featuring her. We're gonna try to bring her to life on the page and create something beautiful. Hopefully, we can create something beautiful. And I'm gonna show you this easy step-by-step portrait, how to get it done. I didn't put out my colors because my nerves was racked, okay? But of course, I'm using acrylics today and we're gonna try and I'm going to post, I'm gonna try to do timestamps for you guys that are upon the replay. And if you like this sort of stuff, make sure you hit that like button because it helps your sister out. But yeah, we're using beautiful colors. We're using the same usual suspects that we usually use. It's not nothing major, not nothing majorly new and stuff like that. So we're using pretty much the same stuff that we usually use, which is my Liquitex Basics. I'm gonna use this for the base color, the green. We're doing something fun, pop arty, super duper exciting. Welcome to the stream for those of you that are on the live stream. Hey yo, I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are around the world. So let's pop out some paints, shall we? And of course, I have my handy dandy spray bottle off to the end. Oh my God, y'all. And I have my palette paper right here. If y'all knew the drama, you hear me? The drama, pure drama I was just going through trying to get on this live stream. Apparently they did not want me to live my best life. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. We're gonna put out our regular colors, and I'm gonna try to keep the blow drying to a minimum today because you know what happens to my camera. My camera is very temperamental and it likes to go out on me during these live streams. And we don't want that, do we? But of course, I'm gonna definitely try this time to put some timestamps for you guys so you could be able to jump around if you happen to be on the replay. You know, and you can scrub around and kind of figure out where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Ew. Like, what is that? What is that? Like, what is that? What is she? So yeah, and then of course, here in beautiful, gorgeous Maryland, right? It's a pretty dark and gruesome day. Okay. So that was like a lot also. All right, so I'm gonna spray my palette. This is all the colors I'm gonna put out for now. I'm not gonna worry with this is a light mister, just in case you guys missed the memo. Here's my light mister that I like to use. So we're gonna start off with like putting the base coat down first. This is gonna be easy, you guys. Don't even worry about it. Don't even stress your little heads or whatever. This should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm gonna pretty much just put like a light layer base down on her face first. Face first, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's funny because when I was actually researching Josephine Baker, and I've seen like the old movies about her, like her biopic, like different parts of her life and stuff like that, right? So I kind of seen those little parts of her life or whatever to kind of get familiar with who she is as a person. I'm gonna move this over just a smidge because I want to be able to record at the same time. Bop bop bop. Record at the same time, baby. Okay. So anyway, when I was looking at like stuff about her life, she was such an interesting person. And then it was like so fun to be able to like look back, you know, and to for them to for like if you think about it, 1923 and 1930, kind of around the times that she was alive, right? That was almost 100 friggin' years ago, you guys. Not even almost. 1923 was literally 100 years ago to the day. And they actually have footage, you know what I mean? To still have footage that you can find from the 1920s is insane to me. But that's kind of when they first started doing movies and stuff like that. All of that jazz. All right, let me make my life a little bit easier. And I'm going to get a different, let's get into a different brush, shall we? Let's get into a little bit of a wider brush. Not that horrible brush that we had the other day. We're not doing that, okay? We don't do that. We're going to get, ugh, we're going to get an oldie but goodie, right? This brush I've had for so freaking long. It's probably one of the first brushes I've had. That's why it's so damn hard as hell. And we're not gonna use that because that's like too hard. I gotta wash my brushes out. That's crazy. So we'll use this other one just to get more coverage, better coverage, because this is an 11 by 14 canvas. Just in case you guys don't know. Um. All right. Now let me put this microphone a little higher. All right. Have you guys heard that? That way I can put my brush up and then not hit it. Not hit it. All right, now we can. Now we're back in business here. All right, cool. I'm just putting a little base coat on, just to kill the white of the page. But I mean, it's transparent enough that I can still see the drawing, right? And that's the point. And of course, you want to make sure that you're doing your drawing or whatever with like a waterproof pen or like a pencil that can withstand you kind of doing this. Or you could take your time and kind of go in between and do the underpainting that way as also, right? You could always do that. All right, cool. So we got a covering for the face, right? Um, I kind of want to dry it, but then again, I feel like if I dry it, it's gonna be like a whole thing. I don't want to. I don't want to heat up my. I don't want to heat up my camera and then be like, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. Okay. I mean, you could even take this and kind of spread it out to the rest of the thing too. Doesn't really matter. You can get really messy as long as you can still see your drawing. You should be good. Good, good, good. Very good. Good to go. Very good to go. Hee hee. Oh man, my album should be out next week, right? This was a very light drawing. So yeah. So now that I've kind of covered my base, right? Covered our bases. Get it? Now we kind of covered our bases. We're gonna go in. I'm gonna wash this out. I don't want this to be shaking and everything now. Everything seems like it's shaking. Shaking. Shake it, baby, shake it. Wash that brush out. Don't be like me. You should be cleaning off your brush. You should really be washing your brushes with like professional cleaner. Not like me, where all of my brushes are a mess, an absolute freaking mess. For real. Absolute freaking mess. Alright, so this is still quite wet. A little dry in certain places. Alright, I'm gonna try to dry it, but I'm gonna take it over here to dry it. So you guys are not gonna be able to see it. Because I don't want my camera to heat up and like do some craziness. So I'm gonna take it over here. We're gonna take it over here. All right, cool. So I thought I was gonna be able to get away with not drying that, but that wasn't the case. So I dried it lightly off camera to the side. Make sure you're doing the same. So now we have a nice dry kind of layer and stuff like that. I'm trying to keep my camera cool, you guys, okay? Trying to keep it cool. Work some magic. Get that magic. And I will turn my what's the name on while I'm at it. All right, so now that we did that, let's go ahead and I'm gonna get my black Posca pen. Just to give it an outline, you don't have to do this. This is just a step that I like to do because it's, pop art painting. So I want to know kind of like where I'm at, where I'm going with stuff. So I want to be able to see. I know I'm blind. Half blind for real. Right? I want to be able to see kind of like where I'm going with things for real. Or what's really happening. And she was born. I mean, this was had to be like the 20s because I mean she had the hair, you know, the quintessential hair that they would have back then. So you probably see like every single starlet had this hair back then. This is definitely what you would see. And I kind of want to bring her to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bring her to life. And then you would have like this little part. Because all the hairs, it seemed like from this era, right, will have this like little swoop doodad that would go around and stuff like that. Like, not you having a little swoop doodad. You having a swoop doodad. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all, this sort of stuff is like so out, like up my alley for real. And if you really think about it, she was a badass during her time. Hey y'all. The finger waves, yeah. But you know what? I don't think this was like full finger waves though, because if you really look at this particular hair, it's more like it's curls and then it's like parted and swooped. Swooped and laid, baby. Swooped and laid. Because I don't think, well, yeah, this was the era of finger waves though, because she did have finger waves. So you right. Finger waves was hot back then too. And then they brought it back in the 80s. They brought back them finger waves, you know? Yep, you're right. Back in the 80s, they brought back them finger waves. But like I said, she was a badass back in her time because my gal, I mean, this is one of the more like subdued pictures that I'm putting up here. This is like one of the very subdued pictures that she was putting out there because she had, I mean, the whole shebang was out there. Bananas, titties, ass, all sorts of things was flying into the air on her thing. She was like one of the very first, like I would say body positive type of, I don't know, like actresses or whatever. She's one of the very first for real. You know what I'm saying? Cause she was really out there like promoting her body, but in a sexy kind of like happy way. I don't know how to like explain it for real, but it was like in a sexy happy way. She was kind of promoting her body or like talking about her body or getting her body out there. She was one of, and can you think about that? Like 100 years ago, she was one of, she like set the tone. She was out there like, okay, it's okay to be sexy. It's okay to like, you know, use your body and like get where you want, da 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 da, like type of thing, right? So that's why I'm like, she was one of the very first kind of like actors, actresses, or whatever you want to call it. My pen is not working. Why is it not working? Okay, let's pump it. Pump it, baby. Here we go. So she was really out there kind of doing her thing. And can you imagine the sort of scandal that was going on, especially during that era where it was all about being demure. It was all about like not really showing your body too much, like being covered up, even though they was a little more open then, but you know, during that time you really wasn't like you didn't see a lot of people doing stuff like that. You know, there was still a lot of people. It was all about, you know, getting married, preparing your body for marriage. A lot of a lot of women, you know, you were basically groomed and stuff like that. Eartha Kitt, like Eartha Kitt, exactly. She was a very erotic, exactly. She was very erotic. Oh, you're old. I'm old too. Well, according to my daughter, okay, I'm old, right? It is what it is. I was like, whatever, chicken head. I don't care. Yeah, she was very erotic. But it was somebody that was before her. I forgot her name is though. She was like some other type of lady though. But anyway, she was like in the 1800s. But she unlike most women of her time, you know, she was all about just like having fun in her, you know, in her early ages or whatever. And then she decided, okay, cool, now I'm ready to have kids or whatever, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know, but most women really wasn't doing that back then. They really wasn't. She had them thin ass eyebrows though. Most women was not doing that for real. They was not doing that. Most women was like, you know, you need to prepare yourself for marriage, Mildred. Get your body ready for marriage. You gotta, you know, please your husbands. Meanwhile, they ain't teaching the women nothing about, you know what I'm saying, like their own body, what, you know, what an orgasm was, none of that stuff. You were just like, oh, you prepare your uterus for marriage, Mildred. Don't even get me started, y'all. I can't. Prepare my uterus for marriage. Could you imagine? What if you like time warp back to like the like early 1900s, and she was a black woman on top of it? So you already know they was like feeling like she was like prime property, and it was scandalous because she was doing like they would call it the hoochie coochie dance or whatever. Girl, could you imagine what people were saying? But she had the men. She had the men's wrapped around her finger. For real. Bessie Smith was from that era, was like that too. Da, da, da. Bessie Smith. I don't think I heard about her, but I don't think I'm familiar with her though. Bessie Smith. But yeah, girl. Can you even imagine? Like, But that's just how it was. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was working for this lady. She was a rich lady. Okay. And I was working for her, and this is during my, you know, nursing days or whatever. And when I was working for her, she was one of those, like, she was one of them old school, kind of like 1950s, 1940s type of, like, wife. Her husband was sick. She was probably in her 70s or 80s. He was in his, like, 80s and 90s. He was a little older than her. But they had money, for what I'm saying. And, I was basically taking care of her husband, doing all of that stuff. And my gal used to get up every single day. Okay. She would get up every day, I mean, lipstick, the full rollers, the satin nightgown, and she'd be flowing through that house at 70 and 80. She's like, I'm 70 and 80, but bitch, I'm going to keep my man. She's like, I'm going to keep my man. Okay. She was not playing. She's like, I'm gonna keep my man. That's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him. Oh man, that's like stuck in my head. Man, that saying is stuck in my head, y'all. That's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him. Yeah, but them women's at that era, they was glamorous. I'm telling you, this old lady, you couldn't tell her nothing. She would have her little martini. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't playing. My gal was out there like she was in Hollywood. She was on a Hollywood magazine. I was like, okay, girl, I see you. You know what I'm saying? I see you. Like, okay, girl, we see you. And if you loving this video, you guys, you loving the live stream, you loving the content, don't forget to share this because sharing is caring. And don't forget to hit that like button. Smash the like button for me, especially if you on the replay. Yeah. I don't know why, and when I met her, I was young. I was like in my early 20s. And I know a lot of young people don't really want to learn from like older people, but they have so much to teach you, so much to learn. Like I would look at what she was doing, and I loved how glamorous she was, even though she was older. She would talk about the olden days and what would happen, da da da. They have so much knowledge, so much stuff to impart on you when you young like that. And it was crazy because I also took care of a lady who was like a famous dancer when she was in her 20s. And like, if you seen her, you'd be like, oh my God, like, how beautiful was she? You know what I'm saying? But she was like bedridden or whatever. And getting old is never fun. Say that right now. It isn't. Getting old is not fun. Just redoing that because I don't like it. We're not doing that. I don't like it because we're not doing that. Yeah. Tried already too. It's fine. We can clean it up on the next stage of the painting. Next stage of the painting. So voila. Now we have an outline of what she looks like and all the things. And we have a blueprint on where we need to go. Because if you blind like me, yeah. I need to be able to see what's going on. So I gotta have a blueprint of where we're going with things and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna pop over to my drying station and we're gonna dry it over there. All right, so we did a quick dry. There we are. Nice little quick dry. Bring this down really quickly. We good. Sorry, I had to adjust my what's the name box really quick. All right, so we are dry. Again, remember not to apply any paint when your canvas is still warm. This is a canvas panel, so they usually dry quickly. They usually get cool pretty quickly. So wait till it's kind of cool before you start to go in and start painting or whatever. All right, now we can choose what we want to put on the face and all of that stuff, but you know how I always do. I like to start with the hair and then work my way down. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I don't even have the proper brushes and stuff like that that I usually have. And I got 1,001 brushes, and of course, I never know where any of them are. So, yeah, there's that. There's that, friends. You got 1,001 brushes, and you never know where they are. Like, oh my god. Like, whatever, girl. Calm down. I wanted to start with a bigger brush. I need like a round brush. But I mean, if you're doing painting this at home, you can paint with whatever brush you want to paint with. For some reason, my brushes have disappeared, and I don't know why. They probably fell through the cracks of something. Who knows what happens when you don't organize? All right, I'm gonna put out some dioxazine purple. It looks black, but it really isn't black. I'm gonna put that out. Put it right about here. See, it looks black, but it really isn't black. This is like one of my favorite kind of colors and stuff like that. And get a little bit of that. And that's pretty much going to give me what I want as far as dark color. And I'll mix it in with the brown and voila, right? Bam. I'm going to put it on the, I'm going to go on the tip of it and just go in. And you see how that looks? It looks black, right? But it isn't black. It's really like a dark brown purple, for real. It's like a dark brown purple, for real. That's what that is, the dark brown purple. mm, it's a dark brown purple. All right, moving things over, trying to get the best angle of things to come. All right, press record. Record it, bitch. Record it. All right. Now, just going in those little, you know what I mean? Especially right here on the side. Right here on the side. And because right here is pretty much going to be really dark. Like at the base of the hair. At the base of the hair is going to be really freaking dark. Again, a lot of the pictures of her is pretty much in black and white. As she gets older, a lot of the pictures come in a different color. Like you can see them in a different color. And I might even you can put out black if you want. If you want it to be really dark, you can put out black, right? But to me, I don't really do too much of that as I continue to open my black. I tell you, I don't do too much of that, but I'm opening the black right now. Okay. That's what we're doing. And clean your caps too. If you have these sort of things. Let me get a little bit of that black, right? We get a little bit. And I'm gonna go in. A little bit of the black. And see, you can't really tell a difference for that's this big glob of whatever that is. Oh, back in it. Now she's back in action. You know what I'm saying? Mm, I'm gonna leave a little part of that open because I want that part to have like some highlights. I'm gonna leave a little part of that kind of like open, real. Little part of it open. And same thing here. I'm just like gonna dab that, dab it, dab it, dab it. Um, I added some magenta because I wanted it to be purple, but then I changed my mind. Yes, she did. She changed her mind, didn't she? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna add a little bit. I still got that black on my what's the name? All right, let's put out some white. Here's my favorite white in the whole wide world. My favorite white in the whole wide world. And what's wrong with it? I don't know. How about you clean your capsule? Hmm. Ooh, that smells strong. Hmm. Come on, damn you. Hmm. All right. Now this white is super opaque. This white right here because it better be opaque because it costs a lot of money. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It better be opaque because it costs a lot of money. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to this. I don't. This is just me experimenting with something. I want to see if I like it. I may not like it. I may end up not liking it, but we'll see. So for now, I'll leave it like that. Again, you can do the whole thing in black if you don't want to do that little like magenta whatever part because I wanted to kind of I don't know whatever. You'll see what I'm talking about at the end. She has like this light coming through on the top of her head, so I'm kind of like trying to convey that. Let's just that way. Like she has white coming through, right? So that's what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Just go with it. We'll be okay. Everything's gonna be all right. Again, if you do something you don't like, you can always go back. Don't panic. You can always go back. You can always change it. You just dry it, put another layer, boom. I don't know why that was so hard. Like when I first started learning how to paint, like that was so hard for me to like realize that you could just go in and like it wasn't ruined, right? That was like the biggest thing for me. Like I swear to God, it was ruined. Like every if I did one thing that was like not good, I swore with with everything I loved that the damn painting was ruined, but it really wasn't ruined. It was just I didn't realize that you could always just go back in and do something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna mix some of that purple right here. Yay! Yeah, but I really didn't realize that. Like in the real world, we should have just left like some gaps. I would have loved to left some gaps right there. Move it out this way. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And the fun thing about pop art paintings is that it doesn't have to be realistic. You can do anything you want, anything that's gonna make you feel better about things. You can pretty much do it. Do it, do it, do it. For real. All right, so we did the hair. We get at least we got the first layer of the hair kind of like done and over with and whatever, right? So again, this is not a realistic sort of thing. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna pop in hmm wherever my thing has gone to. I don't know. Um hmm. Is this what I want? Maybe. Maybe. You gotta do a lot of self talk when you're doing art. You gotta do a lot of self talk. You be like, okay, come on, sis, get your life together. And she had beautiful, kind of like, well, this picture is iconic. They took, I mean, old Hollywood was doing some Instagram worthy pictures before Instagram even began. You hear me? Because I mean, this picture is clear as hell. Well, Getty Images was around at that time too, so I don't know, but I'm telling you, you can get some clear, clear, clear pictures from. I'm just going in, but I'm leaving a little bit of a gap right there so I can remember to put the highlight there. Again, this is not realistic, right, you guys? So, um, you don't have to like make everything look whatever, right? Because in a realistic eye, you would have to go in, you have to do all these different components. You would have to reflect exactly what's in the pupil, the iris, the this, the that, the da 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 da, all the little dots, all the little lashes. But the fun thing about pop art, you don't have to do that, okay? We don't have to do that. Who said we're doing that? We're not doing that, okay? We're not. And the fun thing about her is that she did a lot of like she was really ahead of her time. Her time. She was like an icon for real because I mean she was doing these wing eyes, she was doing like crazy makeup and stuff like that. She was really doing her thing with this stuff. Like, don't you wish it was like there? Like you can talk to her and ask her questions and I wonder like, were people like knowing that they was really like out here groundbreaking activities, right? A lot of people didn't even get their flowers while they were still alive, so ooh, is this my no, this is not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see if we could dry a little bit, right? Kind of hate to do it, but we're gonna see if we can dry a little bit. If you happen to be pun to replay, you could always fast forward through these little dry sessions. Okay, and we're drying. Alrighty then. So we did a little quick dry session. Still a little wet, but that's fine. As long as it's not soaking wet where you can't actually put your hand on it. Usually when you get like really when your water gets really dirty like this, I'd be like, time to go in and kind of do something different. Now I haven't figured out what I want the background to be. What color I want it to be. I want you guys to comment below and tell me what color should the background be. We have the choices between red, the quintessential red, but not just any red, okay? We got natural red, which is like the normal whatever normal run of the mill red. I feel like I want red or yellow. I don't know if we could do yellow though, because if I really think about it, if we try to do yellow, that's going to wash her out because she's gonna be really light anyway. So yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna make her lips red. Yes, because they wore a lot of red lipstick back then. So I am gonna make her lips red. And then we'll kind of go in and do some other stuff. But I'm gonna make her lips red. We're gonna pop that in. Pop it in. Pop in that red. I love a good red lip. I like a good red lip myself. Like when I put on makeup and stuff. If you guys haven't noticed, I love a good red lip. We love that. We love a good red lip, baby. All right, cool. Ooh, glossy. We love that. So beautiful. Yes, indeed. Now, she kind of has her teeth like visible in the picture. But again, to get around that, I'm not doing any teeth. Like, we're trying to make it beginner friendly. So, because teeth are hard, even for like experienced painters, teeth are hard. Teeth, hands. So I'm gonna put some black in there just to signify. And she has like a gap in her mouth open or whatever, right? Like little pouty lip. I don't know how to explain it. And it will go in and kind of like refine that as we see fit. Trying to make it beginner friendly. I love a good red lip. You hear me? Women look so good in red, right? I love that. We love that. You guys look great in red. We look good in red. Yes, indeed. Red is my vote. I rock a mean red lippy now. Exactly. Red is where it's at, honey. That's where it's at, for real. Red and pink is my favorite color anyway, if you guys haven't noticed. As many pink flowers as I'll be putting in that 100 flower challenge. Y'all needed to know by now. Y'all needed to know. Okay, cool. So we have a nice popping red lip. Beautiful, gorgeous, all the tings. I'm gonna put a little bit of pink around her eyes. Because it looks like she has like a shadow on her eyes. Like look, my gal had a smoky eye and everything. Look how thin. And cannot. Cannot and will not. And I'm gonna get a little bit of white in there. Hmm. Kinda sorta not what I wanted, but yeah. Like that is not what I wanted, okay? We're gonna give it to her anyway. You know that wasn't what she ordered for the makeup, but listen, we're doing today. You already know I couldn't be a makeup artist. I'd be like, listen, Linda, this is what you getting today. You getting a purple eye and a red lip. Keep it moving. You getting a purple eye and a red lip. That's all you getting from me. Okay? Don't ask for nothing else. Nigga like, you can't go to her because she gonna have you looking like Bozo the Clown. You getting a purple eye and red lip, sis. Okay, that's what you ordered. You getting exactly what I want to give you. Oh man, it's funny. You said, let me see what you said. Point blank period. That is it. Bye. Exactly. Exactly. Point blank period. That's what you getting. You getting a purple eye and a red lip. Don't play. That's all you getting today. Think I'm like, don't even go to her. Don't even bother, cause she gonna be having you out here looking crazy. Don't even bother to go to her at all. All right. Now that we kind of popped in her purple eye and the red lip, okay. Now we're gonna do her whatchamacallit, her face. Okay. You got to give the body in the face. So this is gonna be my base color. This is like yellow ochre. You guys know what I do. This is the primary colors right here. Yellow ochre. I love a yellow ochre. You could do anything with yellow ochre. Skin tones, hair, beaches, yada yada yada, right? You could do the whole sheboing with a good whatever. Exactly. Now you know. Don't even ask me for nothing else. You know you've been to those hairdressers, especially the African hair braiding. You go up in there and they be like, "No, you can't get that. That's you gonna be looking ugly if you get that hairstyle." You be like, "Wait a minute," but I seen it in the magazine. She be like, "No, no, I said no." I'm like, "Okay, am I paying for this or you paying for this?" You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna get some magenta. That's gonna give me a little bit of a darker color. And then we're gonna work from kind of like this little base or whatever. Or whatever. Alright, and we're still mixing this in. And like you get what you get. Okay. Don't even ask for nothing else. Don't even ask. Like, okay. And I added a little white. Again, she was light skinned. So we're gonna add. That's when I like. Okay, you can add white to her skin or whatever. She's light skinned. But yeah. I'm just doing a little pre-mixing. So I don't have to like worry about the colors that I want to go in. You don't necessarily have to do that. You do not have to do that. You can make her face whatever color you want to make her face for real. Really thinking about it. All right, let's go in and let me hit record. I adore yellow ochre. Yeah, yellow ochre is my favorite color. I know a lot of people like don't feel like that's the favorite color, but that's my favorite color for real. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's my favorite color. Yes, she is. All right, so let's go into here. I'm gonna go with this. Now, it wasn't much shadow in this particular photo. And I guess, it is what it is. But we have to make some sort of shadow. I'm just gonna go behind and I'm gonna add this side piece right here. And we're gonna put like her, you know what I mean? Now is when we can kind of make up like her skin tone and like how we want her to be and da 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 type of thing. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them below, or you can always post it on the replay or whatever. If you don't understand something that I'm doing, because sometimes I just be going with it. All right, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of this here, just to get a little bit of like a shadow underneath the hairline. That's what we're doing. All right. Okay. You hear me? All right. Now let's drag off the excess. Drag it, drag it, drag it. Wash, wash, wash. Keep going. That's why I say mix your colors beforehand, right? Because then you know where you're going. Okay. Right now is when you can get into the next color. Colors. Colors. Oh man, I'm in rare mood today, boy. I gotta entertain myself because it's like mad drab outside. Like what? Like what are you doing? Why is it so drab out there? I do not know. Somebody help me. And I'm gonna bring that right here. Hmm. And I'm how do you know where shadows is? You look at the reference photo, right? That's what you do. Make sure you don't have globs of paint right there because that's gonna look crazy once it dries. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do it. And I'm putting this right here. Alright, we're gonna go with the and I start from left to right because I'm right handed and it makes sense. I don't want my hand in the paint. Adding that white because I need more of a highlight. Right on the cheekbones here. Same thing here. I want this to be light and bright. Want that to be light and bright. You can add more white if you want it to be lighter. I will say that um work quickly though, right? Because you don't want it to dry and like leave hard edges. So work quickly, my guys. Work quickly, okay? Don't get caught out there. Work quickly. Work, keep it working, girl. And I'm doing that because the forehead is always going to be lighter than anything else, right? So is the bridge of the nose. So I'm going to go right here. That's why I'm kind of working quickly. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down below. And her whole face is pretty light, for real. But she does have... And I'm smoothing things out. I'm going a little bit darker in here because your inner outer, like that makes sense, right? How is your inner outer? Like, okay. Let's see. Uh, yeah. You're gonna always have like some sort of shadow in here. Look at your own face and you'll see the bridge of your nose is always gonna have a little more shadow than anything else, for real. A little more shadow. Mm-mm. And right about here. Put it here. And right about here. Put it here. and she's coming together. Like she's like we're doing Build-A-Bear. You know what I mean? What is that? Content. Not what I wanted. I'm taking this dry thing and I'm gonna smooth it out just a smidge. Because if I don't, it's gonna drive me crazy. Yay. I'm gonna add that into the part right there. She has a part, right? It's gonna drive me crazy. Here's where I'm adding a highlight right here. You're the light of my life. Lift me up. I'm down. Right? You lift me up. Put it there. A lot of this stuff, like these textures and stuff, will mellow out anyway in the end. And a little bit of like darker brown tone right there. Wake me up before you go. Alright, so I'm smoothing and I'm not supposed to be smoothing. I mean, you could leave it patchy, but I'm only gonna be leaving it, but so patchy. Come on. Come on, Janet. Come on. Hmm. Right, that's still wet. That's still wet. And the same thing here. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. And smoothing it out. Smoothing and working. Smoothing and working. Mm-hmm. 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 We're still working quickly. Now I still have like a shadow type color right here, but it's a little not as dark as the other side. Say that. He had no wrinkles at this time, so not really much to put in there. No wrinkles. Same color in reverse. I don't know how to explain it, but in reverse. Add more white. No, 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 no. Moisturize me. Has nobody seen Doctor Who yet? I guess not. It's like, why am I the only one that's seen Doctor Who? Why am I the only one that's seen Doctor Who for real? Like nobody's with me. Why are you guys not with me in my Doctor Who activity? Right? Why are you guys not with me? My Doctor Who activity. Why? I'm just smoothing things out. Mm. Smoothing it out. Even though I'm not supposed to be like smoothing and blending, but I'm doing it today. We're gonna do it today. How about that? How about that? Meet me outside, right? Ooh, say the craziest things, I'm telling you. How about that? Meet me outside. This needs to go here. Uh, a little bit here. I'm gonna put some here because I feel like this side of her face is a little too like dark. We're probably gonna end up having to do another thing, but this is fine. She's looking good, possibly, maybe. All right, now that we kind of got that together, now that she's looking nice and surprised, trying to figure out like what's going on. Like, what are you doing? Nice and surprised. All right, let's do her neck. Let's do the neck. And that's gonna be like our darkest. Ooh, I put some green in there. That's fine. We're gonna go with like a dark brown, so we can mix in a little bit of black, and then that'll give us like a really dark brown. Even though it only has a shadow right here. Funny enough. So we're only gonna duplicate that shadow right here. I mean, you don't have to do it. I'm just saying, like, I want to do it, right? And you can follow along with me as we do it together. Yay! Okay. That's gonna signify our shadow. Okay. Signify the shadow of a toy. Ow. And then we put the wash off the brush. Get a little bit of burnt sienna. Mix a little bit of everything in there. Because her neck is going to be a little bit lighter than her face. I mean, darker than her face, but it's not going to be by much because, again, we don't have to duplicate this, right? Because, yeah. So here we go. And I'm just trying to move quickly because I want to be able to blend that, what's the name in? I want to be able to blend it in. Blend it in. And look how fast that came together. Huh? I'm gonna end up having to fix her lips though. The lips have to be fixed. Wake me up. I'm going in with some paint to fix the bottom of her face. That's what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Going in and reinforcing that thing. Reinforcing it, baby. Oh, I forgot to blend. That didn't remind me. And then we go in and we blend these two lines together. And try not to lift them at the same time. How about don't lift your lines while you're at it? Try not to lift your lines while you're at it. Wake me up before you do. I'm going in with this black because I've seen an area I want to fix right about here. Alright. We gotta fix her lips and some other stuff. All right, let's work on the shirt and it will come back. You know what? Let's pop in her eyes really quickly. Ow. Hurt my damn arm. Good Lord. Good Lord. All right. I'm gonna get some, basically some white and black and just mix it together to make a gray color. And fill in the eyes. But you know what I was telling you? The whites of the eyes, not really white. Really not. I messed up her eyes a little bit, but it's fine. So fine. We'll go back in, we'll finish it. We have to go back in and do another pass anyway. It kind of makes sense. We're gonna do the same thing with. Oh, I had forgot to put out my blue. Did I put it away? I don't remember whether I put it away or not. Wake me up. Oh, here we are. Here we are. I put out some blue. And we're gonna do that in gray. Wake me up. I have to go in and kind of fix her lips up too. Fix the lips and the whole shebang. Let me get this light and bright white. It was really like a blue color. It's a blue color. Let me put out more white. And this white is actually just as good as the golden white, if I'm really thinking about it. And I'm just adding different like white colors, like different variations of white, because I mean just like the eyes of the white. I mean the whites of the eyes is not white. The most things are not really white. Obviously, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Like what? People are like, what? What does that mean? Things are not really white. I don't know, Becky. Just go with it, okay? Just go with it, okay? I'm adding the different variations of I thought I was recording. What happened? No, I am recording. Okay, cool. I'm putting just different types of white and different like variations of this. And we'll kind of go in and do a little bit of a design later. But just to kind of kill the white of the what's the name? That's what I'm doing. That's what she's doing. Okay. just to kind of kill the white and do all of that stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing. Same thing here. And here. So we, you can see like we're doing a lot of things to kind of just kill the white of the paper, the white of the canvas, the bane of our existence, right? Putting out more white. Mm, use a lot of different colors in white in general. All right, so now that we have our base down and like we covered everything we could possibly cover, I'm going to paint in the background. So that's going to be exciting. It still looks kind of crazy, but we got to go in with another layer. That's how you do it, especially if you want to think about doing something realistically or like more fleshed out. Especially when you're dealing with acrylic, you got to go back and do another layer. It just makes sense for you to do another layer for us. We'll be able to clear up a lot of this mess with our background color. Hula. And we're going with the Nathor red. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. So let's dry it. Of course, I'm going to take it off to the side here to dry it because I don't want to like make my camera go insane because it hates to be heated up. Like, I don't like that. You're not going to do that to me today. Okay? I don't like it. All right, so let's heat it up. Let's dry it up. Again, if you put on the replay, go ahead and fast forward. I will add timestamps for those of you that want to rewatch. Okay, so I think we dried it just enough, right? We can kind of handle it and do all the things. I think that's exciting. Of course, we got to go in and we have to like reconstruct the face a little bit. But, you know, I don't want it to ever be hyper realistic, but I do want it to be, you know, somewhat recognizable. So, yeah. All right, so we're going to go in. I'm going to remove all of these brushes. I wish I had my handy dandy assistant slash my child that did not volunteer to be the assistant, but you're going to be the assistant today, right? Did not volunteer. You're going to be it today, okay? Uh, what am I looking for? I don't know. What is she looking for? Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna get my green brush out. And oh yeah, let me put this off to the side really quickly. I'm putting out my Nathor red, which I did not do like I should have, right? And we're gonna use that straight up out of the tube, right? Straight up out of Crenshaw. Straight up out of the hood. Straight up out of the tube, okay? That's what we doing. Because we want those bright colors. We need that bright color, right? So we're gonna go in, and this is like really gooey. Spray it lightly. I don't know what happened to my palette though, and I'm gonna get both sides here. Ooh, that's really gooey. I think it's drying because my fan is on. That's why I need my palette, because it's like, why are you doing that? We don't know. Okay, let's go in. Get the little red going. And you see, we get some good coverage with that red for real. Which is surprising, but again, it's all about the brand, right? Red is pretty transparent. Even a good red is really transparent. Don't ask me why, but it is. But I'm still getting pretty good coverage here. Pretty good coverage. Y'all gotta stick with it, y'all. Y'all gotta stick with me, stick with it because, throughout the process of painting and doing different things can look so freaking crazy. And you're like, oh my God, that looks so ugly. I hate it here. Stuff like that, right? And then you start getting second thoughts and you're like, no, I'm not doing that. But really, if you stick with it and you keep going, you'll get the end result that you're looking for real. You'll get the end result that you're looking for. Ooh, look at that bright red. Oh my God. Oh my God, John. We love that for us, don't we? No, I do. I'm living for this. Who's living for this? I don't know. Who's living for it? Somebody tell me. Who's living for it? See, that's what happens, okay? When you got some good red, when you got some good paint, for real. Now, if you happen to have something like a craft paint, don't worry if it doesn't look exactly like this because it's not going to. Their craft paint is not as pigmented, so it's not gonna look the same. It really isn't. It really is not, my love. I need to put out more paint. Let's see. More red because we ran out. More red. Moisturize me. And we're gonna smooth out that shoulder action right there. We're gonna smooth it out. Look at that. Look how beautiful that red is. Like, oh my God. Like, girl, where are you going? You gotta ask it, where is it going? Okay. Alright, so we got our background popped in, and it is actually popping up in here, right? It is for real popping. Now you could do like a gradient or whatever. You could do a gradient if you feel like you want to do a gradient. Like maybe make the bottom like an orange. And then you like blend and blend, 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 blend. Let me see if I have orange. Do I have orange? I think that's gonna be too bright. I add orange to this. I think it's gonna be way too bright. I forgot to take my. That's not good. Who said it? That's not good. No, no. All right, so I got some orange. You can test that out. Turn this on. And let's put it here. Because you can test that out for real. Again, it's a pop art, right? It's supposed to be pop art. And that's when you can get into like these weird colors and yada yada yada. And you add your um orange at the bottom. Right? Again, I don't know if this is going to look good or not. We're just testing it out. Figuring out if we're going to like that or not. Because we might end up not liking it, right? And this side is still kind of wet, so it kind of like blends in a little bit. And really, if you add the orange, right? Think about it. If you add the orange, it's just going to end up being like a dark red orange anyway, because orange and red are kind of like the same thing. So, yeah. I don't think it's really too much of a difference if you add unless you do like a white, like maybe add like a white in there. Maybe possibly you'll be able to make a big difference with it. Add like if you was to add like a white color into it. Okay. I mean, it actually kind of looks good together. It does make it look a little more rich. It does add more of a thing if you do that. Let's see. We add some white. Mm-hmm. Then you can probably differentiate between that bright red. But not really. It's all kind of relative for real. It's all relative, my gal. Right? You just blend that out. Because I don't like that, so we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, okay? We're not. But yeah, adding the white, it does add some sort of like, it gives you that extra little something something. You add it in for real. I like it. It's not red, but it's not orange. So yeah, gives you a little bit of extra color, a little bit of oomph, whatever, whatever, right? And now she kind of stands out in the crowd. She stands out in the crowd. And my water is so disgusting. It's so nasty. I really need to change it, but I can't change it right now. Because we need to actually finish working on the rest of this portrait, my gal. But it's so nasty. Ooh, look at that. Everything's gonna be red now if I don't change this. Oh man. I'm telling you. Having OCD is no fun. Because all you want to do like obsess and do nonsense. I have to reinforce this before we dry it. Let's add that. I had to reinforce that shadow. And I'm actually gonna get a little bit of, oh great. Ew. Ew, ew. Everything is drying up, you guys. The humidity. Ooh! See this is what happened. Now I done stuck my hand in that paint. 'Cause I didn't dry it. I had to make that darker because it makes sense, right? Make it make sense. Type of thing. Make it sense. Right? Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. I hear somebody. Hold on, y'all. Ew. I had to yell and get some water, y'all. I had to yell and get some water because, yeah, it wasn't happening. It wasn't working for me. All right. Now, I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling very weird about her. This area here. Feeling very weird about that. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I have to employ the people. Give me some water. Something about this shirt is driving me crazy. I don't know what it is, but we're going to figure it out. First of all, we need to work on the face anyway. Because she looking crazy. Looking like, you know, something, something. I probably, you know what? I'm going to take this over here. Well, I actually need that to be over there. Yay! Kids, we have new water. Woo! Woohoo! Look at that. Swish, swish. Very exciting. Now we can have some good activities going on. All right. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on, but the neck is driving me crazy. Oh my God. So many things is going. Let me tell you, I had a hell of a day, a hell of a week. I hope you guys had a good week. Um, make this. We gotta put another layer on because that's gonna drive me insane. Don't. And I'm bringing that neckline down because that looks stupid. Not doing that. That looks stupid. I'm not doing that. And yay. Bring that up a little bit. Yes, indeed. All right, so we exposed more of her neck. We got a nice little shadow going. Lots of activities happening. I feel like I'm kind of happy with that a little bit. Not really. Not happy, but a little bit. And trying to figure out a way to equal her face out. Right? The power of cool water. I was looking on Amazon today and I found some really cute like house decor. I've been seeing a lot of people on Instagram like making their houses all nice and stuff and having like cute decor. And I'm like, okay, I want cute decor. What the hell? I need something cute. What happened? I get anything cute. Why? Like why? And that's a little too dark. So I'm gonna have to go in. Gonna have to go in and brighten that up. Cause I don't like how dark that is. I don't like how dark that is. It's too dark. Very dark. Tonight is like a cozy night, so hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself. You know, cozy night to like chill with your bae, relax, and all the things. That's what this night is for. Well, at least here in Maryland, it's like so rainy. Right? So yeah, definitely a night for that. All right, so I kind of sort of like the impressionistic style, but I think I covered her up too much. I'm opening up that shirt a little bit because to me that's just too much going on. Way too much going on. Wait, is this still wet? Yes, this is still wet. All right, everything's super wet, super wet. All right, so we're gonna dry. Let's go off to our drying station. Oi! Do a nice little stretch, especially if you're painting for a while. This is a good time to step away from your painting and come back to it. You know what I mean? When you're like more kind of clear on where you're going with it and yada yada. Especially if you get frustrated during the ugly stage, you can always come back to it later. All right, let's dry it really quickly. Remember, you can always fast forward, especially if you put on the replay. Let's dry, dry, dry. Okay, we're back. So we did some good drying. Yes, we did. Yes, she did. Did some good drying. I'm gonna go in with my Posca pen, wherever the hell that is. Wherever it is. Just reinforcing my lines that I had in here. Leo lady, hey. Yes, it's coming together nicely as usual. Danielle, thank you. Can't wait to see it. Thank you. How are you? Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. What are you up to? Catch us up. Catch us up. We're going in and we're fixing what got messed up. This is when we go in with the details and we start to figure out, like, I know you guys can't see that for sure, but yeah. Here's where we go in with the details and we start to figure out, like, does she really look like her? Da 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 da. How much do we want it to look like her? You know? I'm going in with my acrylic paint pen. Sorry if you can't see it. My hand's kind of like blocking it. So sorry if my hand is blocking it. I'm lifting it. You gotta also put it like at eye level so you can actually see what's going on. So sorry if it looks like blurry and weird at the moment. I have to put it at eye level. That was gonna drive me crazy if I didn't. What's going on? My damn teeth? My poor teeth is hurting. I don't know why. So I gotta fix her eye really quickly. And we're gonna fix this one. Alright, fix that one. Sorry you can't see it. I had to fix her lips really quickly. I had to adjust her lips. It's hard for me to like show y'all exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, because thing is so little. That's what it is. Trying to level out her lips really quickly. Level it out. That's a little detailing you got to do. So basically, what I did is I went in and I kind of shifted the outline in her eyes and her lips and her nose to kind of put her face back the way it was. But I'm still gonna have to go in. And again, I don't want it to be like super hyper realistic or whatever, but I do want it to be somewhat familiar to people, if that makes sense. Thank you. Doing well. Just finished my nephew's birthday party. It was exhausting, boy, as lovely. But as so lovely. Oh, that's so great. That's wonderful. A big happy birthday to your nephew. So now I'm going in. How old was he? And I'm trying to like reshape her lips for real. Cause her lips really wasn't that big, but I'm reshaping them, honey. We're reshaping them. We're reshaping them. I'm looking at the camera, it's still a little bit too big, but that's okay. As long as I kind of like fix that gap a little bit. Yeah. I gotta go in and fix it. That's what a lot of this is. When you're doing portrait, you're gonna be doing a lot of fixing. 16 years old. Oh my god. And he's stunning, intelligent boy. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, 755 Media's in the his house. Hi, honey. Happy Friday. Let's go show some love to 755 Media. 755 Media. I need you to come on here and do do a song for my intermissions when I'm like over here drying my paintings and doing nothing. I need to be playing one of your songs over here. Playing one of your songs. Like you playing my song, girl. We're going back in with another layer for real. And we're gonna fix her face a little bit. That's a little bit too yellow. So I'm gonna add a little bit of pink to it to like smooth it out where it's not like super yellow. So we gotta soften that yellow out. So we do that with a little bit of red. Cause that is way. How are you? 755 Media. What is popping, honey? What is going on? Same thing here. Again, she didn't have a lot of wrinkles, so you know, wasn't a lot of wrinkles going on. And we gotta get into some darker ones. It looks like we put makeup on it, right? Oh, okay. Put a little something together for you. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, please, please. That would be so nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh. I would love for you to put a little something, something over here. All right, so she's coming together, y'all. We had to kind of like restructure her face a little bit because she was looking crazy. Right? I feel like her lips are a little too big. Because her lips really wasn't that big, for real. Blah, 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 blah. Mm, I know it looks crazy. I'm putting that thing on her nose, but go with it, y'all. I'll go with it. It's a method to the madness. And besides, you know, I always tell y'all, nothing is ever permanent, right? If we don't like it, we're gonna go in and do something else altogether for real. We are going to do something else altogether. Huh? We don't have to like it. For real. Like it doesn't have to be that serious for real. 16. I can't believe he's 16. Like that's crazy. Time be flying, boy. Time be flying for real. You know? I remember when I had my sweet 16. Boy, you couldn't tell me nothing for real. Couldn't tell me nothing. Anybody else ever have a sweet 16? You guys had sweet 16? I had a sweet 16. Yes, I did. I had a sweet 16. And it was crazy because you know what? I had a sweet 16 in New York and I had on a silver dress with silver heels. I thought I was doing it up. You hear me? Silver dress, silver heels. I had on like everything. She was ready for her close up. You feel what I'm saying? My hair was laid. I had new bamboo earrings on. My nameplate. I had a big ass nameplate like specially made for me and it said Danielle. I was like, "Ow." Woo! I remember my sweet 16, boy. You couldn't tell me nothing. Okay? You was not telling me anything. For real. You was not telling me nothing. Sweet 16? Come on. I know not everybody's like able to do that or whatever, but my mom had a good job. She was working for the city. Working for the city. Anybody else seen New Jack City? I need to like who been watching New Jack City? I need to watch New Jack City for real. For real. I need to watch New Jack City. Yes, exactly. What did you do for your sweet 16? I had a big party. I had a big, big, big party for my sweet 16. I had a big party. A couple of rappers that was like mad, like well known at the time came. I know Ja Rule was like right in the area. Cause you know, whatever. Being from New York, you see all sorts of celebrities all the time. And for most of like New Yorkers, like especially if you're from a certain area, you get to meet those celebrities and stuff. Like you know them for real. So for me, I had a big ass party. I had a DJ, and this is during time like this is the good times, right? No COVID, no none of that, right? So I had a big ass house party. It was like 200 people. I don't even know where them people came from. This is like the era during like when you would do house parties and stuff. And yeah, had a lot of people there. People were spilling out into the streets. We was like in some abandoned house or something like that. It was so fun. And believe it or not, this is during the time that I was really hyper into reggae. I love reggae. I always gonna love reggae. But like I was super into reggae. Like you couldn't tell me nothing. Like this is during my like dance hall days. So I was into reggae and I was doing all that. And I had a DJ. It was crazy. I knew some DJ, like random DJ. Teenagers could do all sorts of shit. And then I think I was kind of spoiled a little bit because, like I said, my mom had a good job or whatever. So her and my dad gave me like they paid for the DJ. The DJ was like $200. I remember that for sure. And like I said, this is before COVID and stuff. This is way before COVID. So you can have a really good time. A really good time we had, for real. We had a really good time. And then they was playing all the good songs. No, no, no. Ooh, ooh. You don't love me, and I know now. Oh, oh. And we was doing like, ooh, okay. Woo! I mean, that's bringing back some mad memories for real. No, no, no. I don't know if y'all know anything about reggae, but yeah. Sounds like an excellent birthday. You were definitely spoiled. Yeah, I think I was spoiled for real. I didn't even realize it for real, but I was. I think I was a little spoiled. 'Cause, some of my friends wasn't able to do stuff like that. Like, I mean, most of my friends, like, their parents was like crackheads and stuff, and this is like heavy, heavy in the drug era. Crack epidemic was like right off the coast or whatever, and a lot of people parents was on drugs and stuff. Well, most of my friends they didn't have that sort of like luxury to do any of that stuff. But my mom, she never was on drugs or anything. Thank God. I'm thankful for that. She was never on drugs, never doing any of that stuff. And she worked really hard. She had a good job. So she gave me a lot of things that I wanted. I can't even complain about that. For real. He did. Mm, go up here. Yes, she did. But yeah, we had a good time though. Partying, Sister Nancy, all of that stuff. I mean, if y'all don't like reggae music, y'all not gonna have no clue what I'm freaking talking about. You're gonna have no clue what I'm even talking about for real. No clue whatsoever. All right, so I'm gonna lighten this up. I'm going to lighten that up because it needs to be lit up for real. All right, let's get a little bit of this. Let's put that little bit of that red color back in. And so, how was your nephew's? Did he have a? Well, like I said, you could have like house parties and stuff back then. You know what? I don't even think people have house parties like that no more anyway, whether it was COVID or not. I don't I'm trying to figure out the last time I heard about somebody having a house party. For real. I don't think I've heard people talk about house parties in like so long. Yeah, I haven't heard about anybody talking about no house party in a long time, for real. Who's having house parties? I don't know. I miss house parties though, like, cause that was like the fun time. Like, you could have a house party and you could have a nice, beautiful house party, right? And I'm just like forming something in her nose, getting it together. You can have like a nice, beautiful house party and stuff like that. And it was safe. It was very safe to have a house party, right? Well, for the most part, right? Because if you were at a house party, you know the people that's at the house party. You feel what I'm saying? You love reggae. Yes, exactly. So you know what I'm talking about. No, no. Sister Nancy, man, that's my jam. That's my jams. Sister Nancy, the whole shebang. I love me some reggae for real. I love me some reggae. Did I actually stick that in my thing? Y'all see I stuck that in here? Like I got a like I have a paintbrush. Jesus. That is funny. I stuck that right in there like I got a paintbrush. Oh man, that is funny. All right, and put a little bit of yellow ochre at the bottom. Gonna have a little bit of that at the bottom. I'm just trimming down her nose a little bit. Yeah, but that was wow, real wow. Put a little bit of red. It's fine if it's a little bit of red in it. I mean, I don't really care if it is or not. I'm gonna smooth that out. And I'm gonna put a little bit over here. But y'all are in the UK, right? Leo lady? Where are you guys located? Where'd y'all have the party? And y'all in the UK, right? Alright, so I'm gonna get some in my dark color. I'm just looking at my photo. Again, we're just like we're honing in the face as much as we can, right? As much as I see fit, you know? It don't necessarily have to be accurate, but that's not the purpose of this particular exercise. This particular exercise is to basically give you something fun to do, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like super, you know what I mean? Like super accurate and da 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 da. House parties used to be bomb. So much fun. Yes, right? Like, come on. House parties was where it was at for real. I'm going in for her hair. Really quickly. House parties was where it was at. Like it was safe. Cause like I said, it was no way for you to be doing no nonsense in a house party because if you people had to know you, right? There's no way that people didn't know you. Like if you go to the club, you don't know who's there. But if you at a house party, everybody knows who you are. Like they're like, oh, okay, I invited this person. You know, she invited this person. Da 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 da. It's like a whole thing. But you know, if you do regular regular parties or whatever, yeah, you ain't. You do regular parties, then it's not safe for real. You don't really know what's going on, who's who. You know what I mean? That's when things started to change. That's when I was like, oh damn, like things was changing because then people was kind of like getting shot up, da 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 da, at these different parties, and it was turning into like a thing. So I was like, and house parties wasn't as fun anymore for real. I was like, damn, you know, it's not as fun anymore. I'm just saying. Then you could like bring your, you know what I mean? You could bring all the things to the party. Like nobody was like, it was just a lot of, it was a like less people fighting and carrying on at a house party for real. All right, so I'm flipping her hair to give her a little thing right there. Like, what's one of your favorite reggae songs of all time? If you could pick a song, what would be your favorite? Alright, I'm gonna fiddle around with her mouth a little bit. I'm pretty happy with the face. Again, I don't it doesn't to me, like I said, it's a pop art portrait, right? We don't need it to be hyper realistic for real. We're not doing this for the most part. If you're doing it at home, you're gonna be doing this as like a private thing anyway. So nobody's gonna come in and like grade your work for real. You know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna be like, "Oh nah, I don't like that. That doesn't look good." You know what I mean? Nobody's doing that. So like easy on yourself for real. Be easy on yourself. It would be Dennis Brown. So many to choose from. Oh man, Dennis Brown. I don't know. I probably know his song, but I don't recognize the name. But I was more like a dance hall girl. Like what do you call it? Like a I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking at her face like, what do I need to tweak? What do we need to do? So that's what I'm doing when I'm pausing. But yeah, going down a little bit, going down, 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 down to down. I don't really need to do. I need to actually add some more. What's the name? So yeah, um, I was really like, what was hot for me at that time. I was super into dancehall, and I'm still into dancehall. Like I know all the songs, I know all the things. Um, I was really loving like Beanie Man, Shabba Ranks, Trilalote. I love that song, man. Shabba Ranks, Sister Nancy was my thing. So many to choose from. Sean Paul, that whole Stage One album that came out at that time, like that was dope. I was really loving that. Paul. What else is there? Who else was out during that time? Huh? Mm, I actually met Beanie Man, but he was real rude. So after that, I was like, oh nah, I don't really like you like that. He was real rude. Like, I don't like you. So be careful meeting your heroes for real. Be careful about that. And you never know. 'Cause they be real rude, real nasty for real. You never know. So be careful about that for real. Cover ranks. Buja Banton, that was my favorite. Of course, Bob Marley. Like, who doesn't like him, right? I think that's most of what people know. Like when they think about reggae or whatever, they think about Bob Marley and stuff like that. That's what the kind of what they know. Yes, General Levy, Beanie Man. What was that? Damn, what the hell was that thing called? Oh man, I forgot. There was like a whole there was like a whole movement of like song and stuff like that. You know, there was always some sort of challenge or always something going on at that time. And what was the other one? Shaggy, the guy that did the popcorn song. That was good. Most of y'all gonna be so lost. Thinking about y'all gonna be so lost trying to figure out who these people are. Y'all gonna have to, for those of y'all that don't know anything about reggae, just Google it, y'all. Just Google it. Okay. Just Google it. Just Google it. But yeah, that was my song. That was like my jam for real. I'm gonna go in and fix it, y'all. Don't worry about it. Don't have a breakdown. We gonna fix it. Oh, what was the other girl name? You remember that dancehall queen? What's her name? Damn, what was her name? How do I not remember what her name was? The dancehall queen of 1996. I don't even know what it was. What year that was? She was dancehall queen. She's like, I wanna do your romance. I wanna do Patra. That's what her name was. Patra. Yo, that was my song. I loved her, Patra. Hmm. I can't remember what the fuck her name was for a minute. And I had to think. Patra. Mm-hmm. That was definitely the jam. Patra was the song. That was, I mean, that was the jam. She did a whole series of music. Um, and I forgot who the other guy was. That I like. God, it's like so many people that I was like feeling at that time. So many people. So many people that I was feeling at that time. And I still like them for real. Like if I'm really honest about it, I still like them. Even some of the new school people that came out, Vibes Cartel. But Vibes Cartel was like later on. He's later on. Vibes Cartel. I love it, man. All right, I gotta. Hey, guy. Oh yeah, I like vibe. You like Vibes Cartel? That was the jam. Hey, Rita. Hi. Happy Friday, my love. What is poppin'? We was just reminiscing. Reminisce. Oh, who remember when the 411? Who likes Mary J. Blige? Raise your hand if you like Mary J. Blige. Raise your hand if you like Mary J. Blige, y'all. Raise your hand if you love her. If you love Mary J. Blige. Let me tell you, she was out around the same time a lot of these singles was out too. We basically was the Rita, we was talking about, we was reminiscing about whether we had a sweet 16. Oh, I didn't ask you, Leo lady, did you have a sweet 16? And what about you, Rita? Did you have a sweet 16, or is that like some spoiled girl thing? Spoiled kid thing? Did you have a sweet 16? Am I like the only one that had a sweet 16? Come on, guys. I can't be the only one that had a sweet 16. But it's not like my mom was gonna throw me a sweet 16. I had to throw myself a sweet 16. I was like, Mom, just give me some money and woo, woo, woo. You know what I mean? Like yada 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 and whatever, right? That's what I told her. Like, just give me the money because I can't. I can't and I won't. Like, just give me the money. And I had so much freedom now that I think about it, because she didn't even give me no restrictions. She wasn't like, oh, don't be doing this, that, and the third. She didn't say nothing. Like, she's like, okay, here. There you go. I guess don't be bothering me, girl. Like, as long as you ain't bothering me. I didn't. I would have loved it. Oh, I love Mary. Her music is so unique. Yes. Oh, I'm so sad you guys didn't have what about you, Rita? Did you have a Sweet 16? Inquiring minds needs to know. Did you have a Sweet 16? Tell me. Damn, so I was definitely spoiled. Spoiled girl. You now feel spoiled for real. I guess it was kind of rare because it was like at that time the only people you would see doing that is like, Caucasian people, white people, whatever you would see doing like a Sweet 16 or whatever. I don't know. Like, or you would read about it in books. Like, you would see people having like Sweet 16s. I was like, I'm having a Sweet 16, y'all. We are doing it. Like, do not play for real. We are doing it, honey. We having this Sweet 16, whether you like it or not. Ah, pretty. Thank you so much. Oh, that's okay. You late. You can always rewatch it and then we'll be back again on Sunday. You know that. I was late anyway. For real. I was late anyway because I was like 30 minutes to an hour late. That's the gag about that. I was 30 minutes to an hour late. That's what was going on there. All right, we did a lot to her face. I'm not gonna be messing around too much more with it. I'm gonna put a little bit of a shadow right here, really quickly, just to give it some sort of dimension. And I'm gonna put a little bit of brown right there, just to kind of peek through. Just to peek through. My paint dries up on. And we're gonna go in. I'm gonna reinforce these dark colors. Fiddling around with her hair, just swirling things around. That's what we're doing. And I'm getting into some of this white. I want to bring this out a little more. Gonna go on either side. Hmm. What have y'all been doing today? Rita, how's your day? How's your day been going? How has your day been going? You can do anything you want, like I said, with the shirt and whatever, right? I don't think it really matters for real what we decide to do. You can do anything you like. Anything you like. Put a little more white in. Giving it some texture. Somebody is blowing up my phone. I don't know who it is. You know, give it a little more texture. Why don't you? Yeah. I was also watching. What are you guys watching now? What have you guys been watching and doing? You see, you could have like a white shirt, but you know, it has a point to it, right? It has meaning. Has meaning, my gal. You can do any sort. Mm, well, you can do any sort of white except that. I mean, yeah, I guess you can have a little bit of red in there because it kind of corresponds with whatever. I'm trying to figure out who the hell is calling me. Probably my daughter, because she don't be giving a damn. Whether I'm live or not, she do not care. She do not care. She be like, uh-huh. Anyway, she think the fact that I'm live, she thinks it's like a guideline. It's a guideline for maybe calling whenever you feel like it. Like, do I really need to like go by that, or is that like a hard rule? Do I really need to give a damn that you're live? I don't know. I don't know. Do ya? Hmm. Do you now? You ever want me to watch your baby again? How about that? She probably watching like what? You ever want me to watch your baby again? You better leave me alone, woman. Leave me alone. Keep it moving. Nothing to see here. Have you seen Intergalactic? No, I have not seen that. What is that on? Is that on Netflix? I have not seen Intergalactic. I've been watching some weird bougie show, right? Um, Funny, I've been watching some weird bougie show. It's based in the UK, and it's called like Midsummer. It's called Midsummer Murders or something like that. And you could tell them people are so rich, so privileged, so bougie. I'm like, but it's fascinating though to see how people live, you know? And I like to hear them talk, so get a kick out of it. What I'm watching right now. Besides, you know, um, I'm gonna put a little bit of red right there just to finish it on. It's a rom com about black artists. Really? Intergalactic. Why have I never heard of that? A rom com about black artists. Hmm. Somebody remind me of that. I need to write that down. I'm always looking for recommendations on things to watch, you guys. You know that. I'm always looking for things to recommendations on things to watch for real. Like stop playing. Rom com. I love those sort of movies and they really don't make enough of those, right? They really don't. They don't make enough like rom com movies, you know, featuring black people. They really don't like we like to be in love too. God damn. I want some love. What the hell? Like I want to be in love. I like a good rom com too. Like what's good? For real. I guess they think we don't need no rom com. Like y'all don't need no rom com. Just calm down. Y'all don't need no rom com. Okay, just get your life together. We don't care. Y'all don't need it. So stop asking for it. Like, damn, I want to be in love. The fuck? I wanna be loved, not for who you think I am. What you want me to be? Real love. See, I broke out into the song. Who is that song by? Name that song. I wanna be loved with no strings attached. I'm gonna give you my heart. Don't wanna take it back. Oh my god, that's my song. I love that song. See, now I'm thinking of all the songs. They're like popping up in my head. I wanna be loved. Hello, passionately intrigued arts. I love that name. What is poppin'? Hi, how are you? Happy Friday, everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you're loving the video, if you're loving this portrait. Hit that like button because it helps my channel out, y'all. Help a sister out. Thank you. I wanna be loved with no strings attached. I wanna give you my heart. Don't wanna take it back. That is my song. Now I'm gonna look it up when I get off of here. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, baby? All right, we love her, don't we? What are we feeling about her? We love her. Mm, hi. Hi, yay, yay. All right, I'm feeling good about this, you guys. I'm feeling really, really good about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. He's loving it. So you know what time it is. It's time for the percolator. Y'all walk right into that. Time for the percolator. I don't know. When I'm thinking of all of these weird songs from like back in the day. Time for the percolator. Like, what percolator? What we about to percolate? Okay? Somebody tell me something. What we about to percolate? Very pretty. Thank you. I love it. I hope you love it. Either way, you know, if you guys want to paint along or you don't like to draw, you can always head over to patreon.com/creative girl of color and you can get coloring pages, traceables. The coloring page for this portrait is up already. Um, and you can do it any way you want. I'm gonna put some like get some of this white and I'm gonna put like a highlight in her eye. That's too much of a highlight. Too much of a highlight. Hee hee. All right, so since it's too much of a highlight, I'm gonna go in with my black and my blick, and we're just gonna. Look at that, trying to be a smart ass. I didn't wait for it to dry. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for it to dry, and then I'll go back in with that black. In the meantime, let's get. I'm gonna lighten up the. I'm gonna lighten this up. With a little bit of black, like a light gray. Real love with no strings attached. I wanna give you my heart, don't wanna take it back. Doing a little highlight in the eye is like, the it's like the little icing on top, right? That's what it's all about. Hmm. Mm. I wanna give you my heart, don't wanna take it back. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my black pen because if I use my other thing, it's gonna be messed up. So there we are. Voila. I'm gonna give her a little bit of eyelash since I'm over here. Ugh, it's still wet. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I am kind of like reinforcing stuff. Giving her a little bit of something, something. Be love. And I can't really fix her eye right now because, yeah, it's wet. I gotta wait. But it looks good. I mean, it was touch and go for there. You know what I mean? It was touch and go there for a while, you guys. It was really touch and go, but now I feel like we're here. Started at the bottom, now we're here. It was really touch and go there for a while, but really, really touch and go there for a while. That's how you can put a little shine on her hair. You see how it looks like it's shiny? So I just dabbed a little bit of white on there. My hands are filthy. That's why my hands is always dirty. I dabbed a little bit of white and I took my finger and I smudged it. And then that way it gives it a shine. It gives the illusion that there's some sort of shine in her hair. But it's really not. You know what I'm saying? It's just a glob of white. But if people see it from a distance, we now I'm busting out in song. I know it's time to go now. Anyway, but that's how people know from afar. They're gonna see it. They were like, oh, okay, 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 yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? But it was touch and go in there for a while, right? It was looking real ugly. It was looking real weird. Like we was all scared. It was like, oh nah, that's looking crazy. I don't think she's gonna be able to pull it out, right? I thought she was gonna be looking lopsided for a minute. But then voila came through with the big boys. Okay. What the hell was that? That was weird. That was weird. And now it looks like she has on like one of those little whatever shirts, right? All right, is it dry? This will, this is like the moment of truth. Is it dry? Sorry, guys. I gotta get this out. Is it dry? Is it dry? Hey, it's dry a little bit. Alright, y'all. It's dry a little bit. Dry a little bit. I realized that no matter how unrealistic a portrait is, if you can kind of nail like the eyes and the nose, maybe it's a little bit easier for things to kind of turn out the way you want them to. All right, let's do a little quick outline. Hopefully, I don't stick my hand. The paint. Hopefully, I don't do it. Do a little outline. She had them thin eyebrows too. She wasn't playing for real. All right, so we did a lot. We did a lot, you guys. I'm gonna see if I can put. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but we will try and put it. Shall we? I'm running out of Posca pen. Anybody else want to help me buy a Posca pen? I'm running out of Posca pens, y'all. I don't know what it is, but I like the outline for some reason. I've been on this outline kick. I've seen a lot of pop art paintings where they actually have yellow hair. Whether it doesn't matter whether the person is black or white, whatever. They kind of make them over with yellow hair. I don't know if I'm feeling that, but you know what I mean? Like the yellow hair. I'm not really fully ready to fully commit to like yellow hair, but I like the kind of like whatever outline. Real love, I wanna give you my heart. Don't wanna take it back. Right, that I'm not really loving. And that's when you can really do like lots of fun things, you boys. Gorgeous. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. When are we going to be seeing some of your art, Leo lady? I want to see some of your creations, some of your beautiful creations. What do you be creating? What's some of your favorite pieces you created? Or have you been painting, lady? What about you, Rita? Have you been painting lately? I know you said you was working on something. Real love. Yeah. Ooh, so pretty. I'm very excited about this. The yellow just makes it pop, right? Y'all feeling pop art. Pop. Pop, pop, pop. Y'all get it? Yeah. Y'all get it. Yep, it was looking real crazy for a minute, yeah. I admit it was looking crazy for a minute. But we was able to rescue her. I was worried whether I would be able to rescue. Sometimes I don't even believe in myself because I was worried. You hear me? Absolutely terrified and petrified. But we pulled it out in the end. You may have to do a couple of layers or add some white. Like if your yellow is like too transparent, add some white. And that'll really make things pop off. Make it pop off. All right, so I don't like this thing. I need to fix that really quickly. Haven't painted for a while. Time to start again. Yes, definitely get back into it. This is your year. It's your year to get involved. Do some fun things. It's your year. It's your time. Don't waste it. It's your year. I'm adding a little bit of that, like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like ghost, like ghost, dry brushing to add a little bit of dimension. I feel like I should have went further up with her, but overall, I'm very excited. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it looks, and usually I'm like, meh, no, I don't really like it, but today, and really, I've been happy quite a bit with the way these portraits have been going. I love pop art, if you guys don't know, and I really like surrealism. Oh, and I'm still working on my course, you guys. I got a new course coming out. It's gonna be super duper exciting. Basically a whole course, pop art made easy, where I show you not just the painting process, but the whole process from the drawing, the materials, my palette, all sorts of things. I show you the whole shaboing. I don't leave anything out. Nothing to the imagination to basically make it easier for people, you know? I just show you my whole process for real. So that should be coming out at the end of the month after we do this whole series. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. I'm excited about it. I hope you guys are excited about it. And yeah, if you guys don't have any questions, That's it for me. This was super duper exciting. And I had such a blast. Thank you to everybody that tunes in. We'll be back again on Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time is going down. It's going to be super duper wild. I don't know what we're painting. I'm going to do a poll in the community tab, or if you over on Patreon, you guys can help me choose and stuff like that. So it's going to be really, really exciting. And we're not doing a portrait, I don't think, on Sunday. We're probably going to be doing something flowers, landscapes. I don't know. You never know what we're going to be doing. But Sunday's like the day we mix it up and just relax, pull out our sketchbook. Maybe we'll even do like a journal and like we'll paint what we're feeling, write down some thoughts, yada, yada, yada. The whole shaboing. Shaboing boing, yeah? And that's it. I love you guys so, so much. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.